In this video lecture, we will discuss about the cubic spline fitting, numerical differentiation, and numerical integration. First of all, the cubic spline fitting introduction we will discuss. What is that? Spline fit interpolation. So, for a single polynomial has been fitted, this method is not always accurate because if you do with single polynomial only, generally this method is not accurate. So, this interpolation is done with the help of spline. So it is called piecewise interpolation. Means this like this curve is there which is repeated. We will break it into piecewise, right? It fit for every subinterval using cubic between each successive pair of nodes. Like this is there, this is there, this one is there, like this one there. That will be done, and that will be cubic. Means as q plus x k plus and so on. So successive pair of nodes and is called this total is called cubic spline fitting. So what is the meaning basically? In place of one polynomial for the whole curve, we will divide it into the different parts, right? And then we will combine them together for a cubic spline fitting. This cubic spline fitting procedure is not only continuous differentiable on the interval or on the on the interval. This is now two time derivative, but it has a continuous second derivative also. Right? So these are the conditions for the spline. The derivative should be continuous. We can construct a third order polynomial on each subinterval. Number of spleens will be equal to the number of intervals, subintervals. Like how many subintervals are there in spline? So that will in the curve that will be the equal to the number of splines and some number of subintervals will be equal. So this will be third order polynomial. So in case of one complete polynomial only, for the whole curve, we will divide it into subparts. That is basically spline fits. My interpolation, you can say, of cubic fitting. Right. Next is the numerical differentiation. So numerical differentiation is the process of finding the numerical value of a derivative of a given function. Suppose any function is given, and that for derivative of that function is we have to find. So in general, numerical differentiation is more difficult than the numerical integration. This is only procedure only. Interval can be it can be equal also or unequal also depending upon the numerical which is asked. Right, accordingly the procedure will be there. Next, like suppose that one numerical we will discuss here, right? So for generally for continuous data, we can do differential ordinarily. Like y is equal to tan inverse x, it will be the then dy by dx is equal to 1 by x square, 1 by 1 plus x square. This is the value of the integer, this differential. For the discrete data, means like this one, this is discrete. 0, x equal to 0, x equal to 2, x equal to 4, it can be any value, right? Uh, for that, if that is there, right, then that depends on at where we have to find the value, at what point we have to find the value at differential. So now if the value falls near the start, like here, then this is the formula we apply will be Newton forward. And if the value at which we have to find the value of differential is at the end, then that will be a card used for the formula will be backward interpolation formula. And if the center, then the formula will be different. Central difference method is to be taken. So it means basically at point where you want to find the differential, the procedure will depend upon the point which you choose. If the point is at the start, accordingly, the Newton forward interpolation will be there. Now, next one. So the derivative in terms of forward differential interpolation we are doing this basically, right? So question is dy by dx at x equal to 1.5, means at the start. Start means forward different interpolation we will apply. These are the formulas next. Now suppose that this is a value. Means x is equal to 1.5 to 2.5, 3, 3.54. These are the given. And y this is also given. Now you can see, because at 1.5 you have to find, so that is forward. It may we will draw one line here. That is very important. These parameters we will pick. Now at x naught 1.5, h is 0.5 means difference between two, right? Higher and lower, higher and lower. You can see this is all 0.5, and x equal to 1.5. We have to find that. If you value, if you want the value of p also, because sometimes it is by chance it is same, but it can be different also. Like because x is equal to here 1.5 also, and x naught is 1.5 also. It can be in between also, right? In that case, p value p will vary. Further, so dy by dx is equal to 1 by h del y naught 2 pi minus 1 by 2 factorial del square y naught. These values of formula taken from the earlier formulas, right? Now you can see here delta y naught we will pick from table. Delta y square we have, delta square y naught we have picked, we have calculated. Similarly, delta 3 y naught we have already calculated. Basically, whatever the difference is there, right? Difference will be calculated. Then the next column, again difference of calculated. That will be del square y naught. Similarly, again difference will be calculated. That will be del q y naught. Because I think at the end, if you will find zero also. So there we will finish. Now h1 by h was 0.5, so point of we are taken. So dy by dx is equal to 4.75. So in this way, we can calculate the value of dy by dx at any point. So formula will be accordingly different. If at the start it is there, then if or at the center or backward, accordingly formula will be there. So different formula you have to remember, right? So that we can have you can calculate the value of this from data numerical differential you can calculate. So in dy x we have calculated, you can calculate d square y by dx. The next topic is numerical integration. Now, in physics, integration is very much needed because in many cases it is used, like center mass. I given some examples, right? Like moment of inertia of sports vehicles, where moment of inertia can be anywhere, right? So we can calculate the velocity and also trajectory of the object because the body is is thrown up and it is coming down, right? For that also, and for the electromagnetism also, for different types of this parameters, right? That's integration is required. That's why it is very important. So we can do the integration with the help of different methods like trapezoidal rule, Simpson rule, Simpson 1 by 3, then Simpson 3 by 8, and Weld rule. We can compare also. Sometimes it is very easy to calculate directly also. Sometimes not, right? So that's why depending on the problem, we will do. Now suppose that this application I have written, they are used for solving the ordinary and partial differentiation as well as apparently signals and systems. These are some of the applications. Numerical method provide a way to solve problems quickly and easily compare with the analytic solution. So different solutions are there. You can calculate these values with the assumption. The question is that find the value of this integral dx by 1 plus x square using different methods. Because all four methods we will discuss earlier, right? For those methods we will discuss. Now you can see here, divide interval is the the value value of integral vary from 0 to 6, right? Here x equal to 1 we are taking. Now Suppose this is the value of x, this is the value of y. You can say this is 1, this is 0.5, 0.2. You can calculate it. How? Like this one. You put the value of x here, put the value of x here, like 0 first, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6. Accordingly, you will get these values. Right? Now, first is the trapezoidal rule. Now, the formula for this formula you have to grab. This is the easiest formula because formula can be longer also. Depending upon this value, this is the first value, this is the add value. So h by 2, y naught plus y6 plus 2. Now 0 and 6 are covered. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quaternary written. Now this 6 should be always. It can in the trapezoidal rule, the value can be any. Like if you write 7 here, right, it will be okay. That means up to 6 you have to cover here. Right? You put up the values like h is equal to 1 by 1 we have taken, right? 1 by 2, and then y naught value we have written, that we already calculated, right? Because y1, what is y1? 0.5, right? 0.5, then this, okay, y01, y01, right? And y6, 0.027, this one, okay, plus 2. Then y1, what is y1? Y1 is 0.5, accordingly written. This is 0.2, this is 0.1, this is 0.5, same value written here. Similarly, 5, and all value covered, right? So if you do this integration, add them all, that will be the value for the trapezoidal rule integration. Means 1.4108 is the answer. Now, if you calculate the same value with the Simpson 1 by 3 rule. For Simpson rule, what is the formula? dx, this value we will calculate h by 3, y0 plus y6. This is last term basically. Last should be, our term also should be here multiple of 2. Means you can take 2, 4, 6, 8, you can take, right? Other terms you have to add accordingly. Like here we have added all our terms, you can say. Accordingly, all it means basically this formula can be changed also. Deliberately we have taken 6 only everywhere because here also multiple of any value is possible, that is 6 I have taken. Here multiple of 2 only, 6 only. If you see the next that is 3 by 2, 3 by 8, sorry, that would be multiple of 3, that's why 6 will be okay. That's why we have taken here, right? So this formula can be this one also. To put up the value of y0, y6, y1, y3, y5, y2, y4. So all these values we have calculated here. So same value again we are using, right? If you add them all, multiply here, put up the values and then add them, answer will be this one. Now, Simpson 3 by 2. You can see here now. This is the formula. So this is what first term, this is last term. The last term should be multiple of 3. It means up to y6 we have taken. It can be y9 also. Accordingly, number terms will be more. That the question will be more tedious, right? Accordingly, we have to add. Like here, y1 we have taken, y2 we have taken, y4 because y4 we have taken, because y5 we have taken, right? Y3 because y3 last term, because it should be multiple 3. The last term this is y3. This is actual last term. This is in between last term, right? Accordingly, you have to manage what you have to add the terms in this way. Further, you put up the values like y0 from table, y6 from table, y1, y2, y4, 5, right? And solve it. Answer will be 1.357. So Simpson 3 by 8 and the value this one. The further is basically Vaden rule. You see the Vaden rule, right? 3h by 10, y naught, y5, 5 by 1, by 2, 6 by 3, 6, then 5, 4, 5 by 5, 5, 6. This is last term. Last term should be multiple of 6 only. Means that we divide by 6 only. Right? In this way we can do. Right? Accordingly, if you take the higher term, means by 12 you take, odd number of terms will increase. So accordingly, calculation become tedious. Simplest we have taken. Right? What are the values? Right? Answer will be and so try to solve them. All these values have been taken from the table which you have already done. So whether rule, the value will be this one. So actually, if you actually the actual value we can also calculate. Like this was the relation dx by 1 by x square 0 to 6. You take the integration of that, that will be tan inverse because your limit is 0 to 6, tan inverse 6 minus tan inverse 0, answer will be this one. You see, from different methods, if you see the value of mitigation, trapezoidal rule value is 1.4108. Simpson 1 by 3, this value. Simpson 3 by 8, this value. Water rule, this value. You see, all 5 values are very near. But naturally, the actual value is near the trapezoidal rule. Right? You can see here 1.4056 and 1.4180. 4108. Right? So, or you can check with the help of errors also. Error you can calculate. So, in this way, we can do the numerical integration with the help of different methods. Thank you.